Hey guys, welcome to another vlog, and in today's vlog what I want to do is just give some updates about some things that are coming up, as well as address a topic that I've been thinking about lately. So, this weekend, well actually starting last night, had a really nice gig with a buddy of mine, Brian Burwinger, for a private event. But tonight my group's going to be heading out, the Bob Ross Trio, and we're going to be doing our last performance for the Clifton summer music series. So if you're around in the area and you're seeing this video before it's too late, 7 to 10 p.m. This is in the Cincinnati area, so if you're around and you want to come check it out, please come on out. There's going to be some original tunes of mine as always, so it'd be great to have you there. Tomorrow I'm going to be joining up again with Natalie Brady, and we're going to be returning to once again a place here around Cincinnati area called Depot Barbecue, and we're going to be performing together. It's been a little under a year since we've been there, so it's going to be great getting back out there again, and it's always great performing with Natalie. So something else that's coming up towards the end of this month is my quartet is going to be heading to a local place called Valera Studios, and that's going to be on September 26th. It's going to have we're going to have Sean Herzik on the drums, Brian Burwinger is going to be on the bass, Dan Barger is on the saxophone, and myself on guitar, and it's going to feature my compositions. It's going to be about a 30-minute performance. It's going to be live on Facebook, and as time gets closer, I'll try to put that out. So if you're following me on other social media platforms, please keep staying tuned for that. Also coming up on September 22nd, I'm going to be heading back out to Zanesville to perform at Weasel Boy Brewery, and that's going to be pretty great to get out there. It's been a few months since I've been out there too. They book out pretty far in advance, so I'm looking forward to going back out there. It's a great place. If you've never been there, check it out if you're in the area. Now, I still haven't said one of the other, or gave much info on one of the other places that I'll be making an appearance at, which is coming up in October. And what I can say is that I'm going to be heading towards the East Coast, or well, pretty much on the East Coast, to do this gig. And as time comes up a little bit closer, then I will give more details. I can tell you that it's going to be just a little bit after mid-October. So it'll be pretty soon that I'll start making announcements based on, it's going to be pretty soon that I'm going to be making some announcements in regards to that. So now, one of the things that I want to address is something that keeps coming up in my mind, which is, I think back sometimes about what it was that kept me going when I was first picking up the guitar, and why I was so obsessed with the guitar, and why at times when practicing things that relate to jazz, why there appears to be this disconnect at times, and it becomes so overwhelming. So when I think back about it, when I was practicing early on, and this was back before I had a teacher, what I would do is practice things that were really focused in the heavy metal side of music. And what I would do is take these little simple ideas, most of the time it was solos that I was trying to work up, and I would loop that little segments of it over and over and over and over. And even at an early start to my practice, I already had gotten a metronome and was very specific about, and very intent on using a metronome. And I always kept thinking that at some point, if I keep moving up that metronome a little bit, I will get it to where I can play it correctly, and I'll be able to gain a lot of speed. And my technique, because of that, soared fairly quick at a beginning, at an early stage of my development. So it was pretty cut and dry. I would focus on something, most of the time I would spend hours every day after school, because this is around 14, 15, 16 years old. I would come home every day after school and hour after hour. Of course, I'd always come home and do my homework first and then go straight into that. And that was such a great feeling. And the next day when I'd wake up, it felt so much easier to play guitar and things were happening. Well, when I fast forward a bit and I think about what happens for a lot of people that pursue this jazz side of it, there's so many topics and it becomes very overwhelming. So what I think is that, because there's so many topics that we can cover and so many concepts and so many things that we have to be able to do on our instrument to communicate in a convincing way, that we become so overwhelmed that it's not one specific thing. So our attention is so diverted in many directions that we can't grab that one single concept, that one single thing, and work on it to the point of where it's automatic, where it's automated. Now, I don't think that you need to be a lick-based player. I use conceptual ways to practice when I do my improvisation. And if you watch some of my videos, the Technique Tuesday videos, I've talked about some of these ideas that I have in conceptual practice. I've never really been a lick-based player. But there are things, regardless, that you can set up these small confines in your practice, these small little things, and work on it to the point to where it becomes automated. Now the thing is, just because it's automated, that doesn't mean that it's not creative. You want to be able to have these abilities in your playing to gain such a confidence in these basic concepts that when you go out and play the music, even though it's an improvisational music, you're able to speak it without having to hesitate because of things that you failed to work on in your practice. So I think that if you really just isolate a few things out and work on it, then you'll find that your practice can really start to yield some pretty substantial results. Now, with any of these videos that I make, these vlogs, I'm always interested in knowing what you guys think. And there's some people that have definitely been commenting on the vlogs and on the Technique Tuesday videos. And I thank all of you guys for your comments. If you have any suggestions of things, questions that you would like to have me address and discuss, I'd be happy to do that. Just leave a comment or send me a message, and in the upcoming videos I can address any questions or any specific subject that you would like to talk about. I want to thank you guys again for all your support. It means a lot to me. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. That way you'll know when I post up more videos. Because not only do I post up the vlogs, I post up the Technique Tuesday videos, and I also put up videos of performances that I've recorded. So please make sure to subscribe. I thank all of you once again for your support and for following me on my musical journey.